IED for suicide attacks are a recent example of some of these new techniques. While we appreciate the larger members of the society for their continued support in the fight against Boko Haram terrorists, we will also want to observe that we still have some unscrupulous element among the populace who are collaborating with Boko Haram terrorists, mostly for pecuniary gains at the expense of the safety of their loved ones. So as you engage in your normal duty activities, be conscious of your environment. Remember that security is everybody's business. And when you see something, say something. Many lives and properties will be saved. Please have the security agencies to serve you better. Once again, your continued support in the fight against our common adversary is very much appreciated, and we urge you not to relent until we together bring an end to this menace called Boko Haram. Thank you for your attention. Thank you once again. We will straight go into the second part of the brief. It's going to be an interactive session. If you have any doubts to clear, you come up, tell me the station you work for, then your name, and you ask your question. Yes, let me start with you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Let me start by congratulating you for the good jobs for Nigerians, sir. And
Thank you.
My name is Haruna Dauda. I report for VOA. Sir, I want to know the total number of the suspected members of Boko Haram who actually surrendered to Nigerian army. And secondly, sir, the issue of the liberating local government areas. We meant to understand that it is known, because I've been in Burma for a week together with the executive governor. And for a couple of weeks, some people from Burma have been planning to go to Burma as an IDP, planning to go to Burma as to continue with their businesses. May we know whether Burma is okay, is actually safe for them to return, because there is a kind of restoration from the security. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Hamza from News Agency of Nigeria. Sir, my question is on the special court that has commenced trial and arraignment of about 300 suspected Boko Haram at the Kainji facility. Sir, people here in Maiduguri are being speculative as why the arraignment and trial didn't start here in Maiduguri. And also, if it is going to start here, it's going to commence here, when is it going to commence here? My second question is on Operation Safe Corridor. We want to know the progress of the operation. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
My name is Badruddin Kayode, Nigerian Tribune. It's just a little follow-up to what my colleagues just talked about. Since 2009, a lot of atrocities have been committed, and a couple of convictions have been made in civil courts on some Boko Haram, and about over 100 cases are pending in different courts. Suddenly, Amnesty International started shouting that you people are not treating Boko Haram very well, and then a sudden rush into conviction. So many radicalizations have been made, and some of these insurgents have been told, go home and see no more. Why the sudden push to try them all of a sudden? Why the change? And then what happens to those ones that are at home again already? I mean, he confessed that he's a Boko Haram person, de-radicalized, he's at home now. Do we go back, get them, and try them? Thank you.
Timothy Ola is my name, the Sun newspaper. Still on Goza. Residents held Residents said that Boko Haram came with huge ammunition.
Residents where?
And in Goza said they came with huge ammunition and that the attack was daring. So what went wrong?
Yes.
Well, sir, still on IDPs, my name is Junaid Jibril Maiba, reporting for Code TV. Sir, just recently, Yobe State Governor paid courtesy call to President Mahmoud Buhari, saying that there is no single IDP camp in Yobe State. When are we expecting the return of internally displaced persons here in Borno State back to their places of abode, sir?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Sadiq Abubakar.
We'll start with Junaid. I will
Sir.
answer the questions up to what Junaid has asked. Then I can take another group of questions. So can you wait a bit? Thank you. Haruna Dauda, VOA, is talking about liberated local governments and the need to have people quickly reoccupy them. I must tell you that counterinsurgency is a gamut of whole lot of activities that go into that entire process. Military essentially will do the war fighting, and to a very large extent, the law enforcement aspect of the counterinsurgency. If you recall, government has come up with the Community Development Initiative known as Burma Initiative. Burma is going to be the pilot project. Once Burma succeeds, it's going to be replicated in all other local governments in the state, and people have been encouraged to go back to their local governments. It is only by going back that they can settle down in their communities and have very dignified life, not remaining in the IDP camps. That we are aware of, and we encourage that. We've been talking to people to ensure those ones in the IDP camp, the earlier they leave the IDP camps, the better for all of us. Now, to the number of surrendered Boko Haram terrorists, that you have to check when I leave here. It is there. I don't want to give you a figure that will be out of place with the data I have in the office. So come and see me in the office and I will give you exactly what the number is as at today. Hamza wanted to know why the trial of Boko Haram terrorists is starting in Kainji. It is not just starting in Kainji. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice made it very clear. There will be trial in Kainji and there will be trial in Maiduguri. So it's just a matter of time. I think people just need to be a little more patient. Then they can come over here and also there will be trial. The issue of progress on Operation Safe Corridor. Safe Corridor is going on well. We are getting more people into the program. Ideally, it's a 6 weeks program before people are de-radicalized and ready to come back into the civil community. That is being done, and it is expected that when they return back to the civil communities, they will come back with some life skills. If you are a carpenter, a painter, for instance, you'll be given encouragement to go and continue with your trade so that you don't have a recycle of going back again to become an insurgent, as it were. Kayode wanted to know why Boko Haram terrorist convictions were in the law courts. I think you want to know the relationship between what is happening now and what has been happening before.
Yeah, why sudden rush?
But in my own opinion, there is no rush in this matter because we need to do certain investigative processes. And like I told you, we are working hand in glove with the Attorney General and Minister of Justice through the Federal Ministry of Justice, and people who have been presented for trial in law courts have actually committed those offenses. So it is not going to be a one-track thing. Some will go through the normal